Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the May 10th Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change and a little time for myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I will take a moment and look this over. The question is, how can step 11 help me to keep it simple? And step 11 is sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. And just as a reminder, please don't get caught up on pronouns. If you don't like him or his, you can use her and she, or hers and you know what I'm saying. Excuse me. You don't have to use any gender. Please don't get caught up in that part of it. But that's what step 11 is. And this passage is about a person who really felt like their step work stalled on step 11 because they were very concerned. They were overcomplicating the step, being very concerned that they would disguise their own will as their higher power's will. And it's something This person also worried that they would misinterpret the message of their higher power. So today's reminder: we don't have to earn, discover, or deduce knowledge. We only have to be willing and open to receiving our higher power's message. And the quote is from Reaching for Personal Freedom. Step 11 is the simplest way to transform our lives. How can step 11 help me to keep it simple? So when I don't know what to pray at all, I pray for my higher power's will for me and the power to carry that through. Period. When I'm not sure what else to say, that's what I say. Please guide me to do your will. Give me the power to carry it through. Please guide me to do your will. That's it. So that's why it's so simple, because that's all we need to do, is at the most basic level, is pray for our higher power's will for us. I love these books because it just takes into consideration like the most vulnerable parts of people. And I really appreciate that because it's so authentic. Right, I'm going to look this over. This is about telling our own story. Uh, only speaking for ourselves when we share our experience, strength, and hope. Even though we have a shared experience, we can only speak for ourselves. And it mentions taking what we like and leaving the rest. We look at at sharings as an opportunity to see ourselves more clearly. Today's reminder. Today I will speak for myself, knowing that I am supported by a fellowship who, quote, understand as perhaps few others can, unquote. Why? The quote is from Why Anonymity in Al-Anon? We show our recovery by telling our own story, not that of the alcoholic or any other Al-Anon or Al-Anon member. It's really cool. And you know what's interesting is I remember reading the passage, but I don't like reading that quote feels new to me. It's interesting when that happens because I've read these pages at least 12 times each. It's a great reminder. I think I do that when I'm making videos. I say we, I think quite a bit. I try to say I because I can only speak for myself. I can only talk about my own experience, strength, and hope. It's a good reminder. I love these books. I love Al-Anon. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.